Demi Moore is famous for her allure and is best known for her role as Molly Jensen in the film Ghost. Known for hundreds of diverse roles and her mysterious personal life, Demi has always been an actress who captivates the public with her whirlwind romances. After years of dating various people and experiencing 2 marriages, now at the age of 61, Demi confesses he was the love of her life. Demi Moore and the breakdowns in love. In her first marriage, she confessed that she had an affair and disrupted her partner's happiness. At 16, Demi Moore's beauty captivated singer Freddie Moore, who left his wife to pursue her. In her memoir, the actress candidly admits to having heartlessly disrupted another family. "I was a selfish teenager, raised without respect for marriage. I regret to say this, but I jumped into Freddie's life without considering his wife." At 18, Demi hurriedly accepted Freddie Moore's marriage proposal to escape the pain of her adoptive father's death. On the night before their wedding, she betrayed Freddie with another man. Their marriage, lacking in love and respect, fell apart after 5 years, from 1980 to 1985. Demi recounts, "I couldn't face the reality that I married to fill the void left by my father's death. I didn't leave the marriage. I shattered it." As an emotionally expressive star, Demi Moore candidly revealed that she developed crushes on several of her co-stars, including the likes of Jon Cryer, Rob Lowe, and Emilio Estevez. With Jon Cryer, she shared the poignant memory of having stolen his innocence while filming No Small Affair. "Jon truly loved me in real life, and I broke his heart during that film," she wrote. "It's painful to reflect on how ruthlessly I handled his feelings, taking away what could have been a significant and beautiful moment in his life." However, in response to her memoir, Jon Cryer clarified that he had actually lost his virginity before meeting Demi, reassuring her that there was no need to feel guilt over the past, and that he has no regrets about their time together. When filming St. Elmo's Fire, Demi had a brief romance with Rob Lowe, which later transitioned into a 2-year engagement with Emilio Estevez. She admitted, "The truth is, I had a fondness for all my male co-stars, and I still maintain close friendships with some of them. But the one I loved most during that time was Emilio." Throughout different phases of her life, Demi Moore was always aware of her need to quit alcohol and drugs. However, when she found herself with her much younger husband, Ashton Kutcher, 15 years her junior, she struggled to say no to partying and indulgence. In an effort to keep up with Ashton and feel youthful herself, she plunged back into a lifestyle of excessive celebrations. During her marriage to Ashton, Demi accommodated many of his interests and trends, but looking back now, 6 years after officially leaving her third husband, she believes that these excessive concessions were misguided. Nonetheless, Demi retains a somewhat positive perspective on her former husband. Reflecting on her relationship with the much younger Ashton, she describes it as a trip back in time, allowing her to experience life as if she were still very young. With Ashton, Demi enjoyed a youthful exuberance that even surpassed her 20s. Regarding the stories and characters she addresses in her memoir, Demi hopes that readers will embrace a positive attitude. "I hope everyone mentioned in this book feels positively about it and doesn't take it negatively." As for Ashton Kutcher, he has not made any official statements regarding his ex-wife's book. The only comment came from Ashton Kutcher's representative earlier in 2019. Ashton was aware of what was coming. He holds his head high regarding what is mentioned in the book. Now 61, Demi Moore confesses Bruce Willis was the love of her life.
Are you surprised, Bruce Willis?
Yes.
Yes, I knew he would be. I mean, even though I went over everything yesterday, I knew he'd forget.
Demi Moore and Bruce Willis were one of Hollywood's golden couples, and they've remained the gold standard for friendly exes since their divorce in 2000. She has often spoken about her deep feelings for Bruce Willis, whom she married in the late 80s. Bruce fell in love with Demi Moore at first sight. 4 months after their first encounter, the couple exchanged vows in a spontaneous ceremony at the Golden Nugget Hotel in Las Vegas. In her 2019 memoir, Inside Out, Moore shared that their wedding was entirely unplanned. As we were heading to the gambling tables, Bruce turned to me and said, "I think we should get married." We had been joking about it during our flight, but suddenly it felt like he was serious. Just a month later, they celebrated their union once more in front of family and friends, with a ceremony officiated by none other than little Richard. But after the birth of their first daughter, Rumor, the couple began to face challenges. Demi wrote about Bruce's uncertainty regarding marriage, yet they still went ahead with a wedding in Las Vegas in 1987. Their bond deepened with the arrival of their second and third daughters, Scout and Tallulah. During their years together, Demi's career soared, making her one of the highest-paid actresses in Hollywood. However, Bruce grew increasingly frustrated with Demi's focus on her career, which left her little time for family. Ultimately, the couple decided to part ways amicably in 2000. In interviews, she has described him as a significant figure in her life, highlighting their enduring friendship and co-parenting relationship. Their connection has been a topic of interest, especially given their shared experiences and the way they've supported each other over the years. Demi Moore's journey is a compelling tapestry woven with triumphs, struggles, and profound personal growth. From her early challenges and the complexities of her relationships to her remarkable achievements in Hollywood, she embodies resilience and transformation. Her candidness in sharing her life story, particularly through her memoir Inside Out, not only highlights her vulnerabilities, but also serves as a source of inspiration for many. As she continues to evolve both personally and professionally, Demi Moore remains a powerful figure, reminding us all of the strength that can emerge from overcoming adversity and the importance of embracing one's true self. Demi Moore's past. However, alongside the love stories she has shared, Demi Moore experienced a childhood that was far from happy, standing in stark contrast to the glamorous image we often see on screen. In reality, the challenges of her past shaped a difficult beginning before she rose to success and became a celebrated icon in the entertainment industry. Demi Moore is a renowned American actress and producer, born on November 11, 1962, in Roswell, New Mexico. She began her acting career in the late 1980s and quickly rose to become one of Hollywood's leading stars. Despite her success, reading Demi Moore's memoir Inside Out, published in 2019, evokes deep sympathy for her life, which has been a series of misfortunes. Born into a poor family, Demi spent her childhood traveling across the United States with her parents in search of a better life. Struggling with her own issues and tumultuous relationships, Demi's mother, Virginia Gines, attempted suicide multiple times. Witnessing her mother swallow sleeping pills in a state of despair left young Demi psychologically scarred and haunted for life. She describes the fear and helplessness she felt as she watched her mother succumb to addiction and mental health struggles. "I remember using my fingers, the small fingers of a child, to dig the pills my mother had tried to swallow out of her mouth. Something deep inside me changed, and it never came back. My childhood was over," Demi recounts in her memoir. She writes candidly about the complexities of love and the pain she faced as she witnessed her mother fight her addiction. This experience is a crucial part of understanding Demi's motivations and her efforts to seek healing for herself. A few years later, when Demi was 13, her parents divorced. She was shocked to discover that the man she believed to be her father, Dan Gines, was not her biological parent. Her real father, Charles Harmon, had abandoned her mother before the actress was born. In 1980, her adoptive father, Dan Gines, committed suicide, and the death of this beloved figure left her devastated. Upon finding out, she said she told herself that I wasn't wanted or that I don't deserve to be here. After her father and mother divorced, Moore lived at home with her unstable mother. As a young, anxious teen, her mom would bring her along to bars so that men would take notice. When she was 15, she wrote, she came home to an older man they knew in their apartment with a key. After he had raped her, Moore alleges he said her mother had sold her to him. In the book, she writes, "It was rape, and a devastating betrayal, revealed by the man's cruel question, 'How does it feel to be whored by your mother for $500?' Asked if she believed the man, she said, 'I think in my deep heart, no. I don't think it was a straightforward transaction, but she still did give him the access and put me in harm's way.'" For decades afterward, Demi could not determine that it was a case of sexual assault, which she always tormented herself over and blamed herself for. The painful wound led her to a series of issues later on, such as addiction, anxiety, eating disorders, and post-traumatic stress disorder.